Good morning, everyone. Welcome to BizChicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools on how to do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today we're here talking coffee, tea, and conversations with the Biz Chicks. We want to welcome you to our conversation. All of you watching live and on the replay, and those of you in the clubhouse, we just want to say, hey, good morning and welcome, welcome, welcome. We always like to pick an amusing topic, and today we're going to talk about, are you amused? Oh my goodness. Which is kind of interesting because lately I don't think we've been focused enough on amusing ourselves. So with that, we're going to get this conversation started. I'm here with my friend and colleague, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. I'm Tara Lena from California Cover Ups, and we're the Biz Chicks. So welcome, welcome, welcome.
Okay, so
Hmm.
let's talk about Amuse.
Okay.
I was thinking about amusement parks. Okay, it's summertime and there's roller coasters and Ferris wheels and going to the carnival and throwing what is it, ring toss and
Cornhole and
doing a lot of stuff, right? And
Mhm.
so amuse. What is amusement actually? Sometimes I get stuck on a word and I'll go look up the definition. And amusement is just like we thought it was, most of the time. But where did that word really come from? So
Mhm.
the a word stems from amuse, and it is a derivative of the French word amuser, if I said that correctly, meaning to divert attention from.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, so amuse means to divert your attention
Mhm.
from one thing to another. And so that's what an amusement park does, or when you're doing something for amusement, you divert your attention from maybe work or things that you've been doing to something that, or maybe you're diverting your attention from something that is not pleasant to something that is more pleasant,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
aka fun. Um, but what happens when amusement goes on too long?
Oh.
Now you're diverting your attention from something you should be doing,
Mm.
but we're over here on this other cycle. So amusement, there needs to be a harmony,
All all
balance.
things in moderation.
There you go. Because amusement is good. We should
Yes.
amuse ourselves, play a puzzle, read a book, um, d- do something to divert your attention
Mm-hmm.
from other things. And Mark has a comment. Let's go for it. If you're not having fun, what is the point of everything else that you're doing? We
Oh my
usually begin
goodness.
our careers with the idea of creating space for joy. And then
Mm.
along the way, we often forget, and means becomes the end. So the reason why you were becoming getting this business is so that you can have spend time on the beach and go do stuff, right?
So you
But
can have time freedom.
but then you start working the grind, and now you don't have any time freedom. Okay, the thing got caught up, and you are now not working
Mm.
for the time freedom. You're still hustling and doing and working and doing. And now we're just here to remind you to amuse yourself, get a little fun in the day, but break it up, get a diversion that you like.
I when I found out we were going to be talking about this, I went over to, I don't know if anybody remembers the Good Housekeeping magazine. And so they have an online version, and one of they had a list of things, to 100 creative ways to do, of things to do when you're bored. Other ways to amuse yourself in essence. You
Before
know,
you jump into that, I want to let's address Mark's little comment here, and then I want to have you jump into
okay.
that. He says, as they often say, no one on their deathbed ever wishes that they had worked more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's true. They always say things like, I wish I'd spent more time with my family, or I wish I had gone to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, or whatever was on the list of things that they never really got to do because they were busy, quote unquote, working.
Right. And so now the good housekeeping says we can do what things when we're bored or
Just things that we can do around the house and around, because a lot of times we think, oh, it's got to be something big. I'm going to have to spend a lot of money and, to amuse myself. But they say things like you can learn to play an instrument because there's so many, yeah, like online, you can take piano lessons, they have
there's
apps
an
and things. Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. There's an app for that, and I love piano. And I took a class at the local city college.
Uh
It
huh.
was definitely an amusement. I wasn't going to become a concert pianist and play at Carnegie Hall, although my mom did. Um,
Wow.
we, I wasn't going to be playing at Carnegie Hall,
Mm
but I was, and it was a break doing something. I'm like, I like piano, so I'm going to go learn how to play. And I took piano lessons, try to learn how to read music, but okay. But
hmm. So and then they say you can write a short story. I remember one summer I did write a short story and actually won a contest by writing a short story. But you're sitting there. Why not write a story about the fact that you're sitting there and what happened the day before? Or you can write a play or anything that's out of your comfort zone. What the Little Rascals. Let's put on a play. They were good for that. Or they say you can do a deep dive into a subject that's of interest to you. It says if you find yourself continuously drawn to a specific subject, like animals of the Amazon or the rainforest or whatever, you can just focus on articles on those topics and become more adept on the subject. You can fill out a crossword puzzle. Now, this is not my thing. It sounds like it looks like it might be yours, Fred, but
I
I'm
like
not
word
good at word
puzzles.
games.
I like
Mhm,
word puzzles and word games. And I found, okay, so here's what I just discovered: the
mhm.
Oregon Trail. I'm sure some other people have already seen it, but I didn't realize how easy. Well, it's not maybe
Oh, the
easy.
game?
The game is called the
Oh,
Oregon Trail, and
uh-huh.
you got to buy supplies and help these people get from one place to the other. And I'm
Yes.
like, okay, okay, let's see how they gonna do with me running the ship. But it was interesting, and it did divert my attention
Mhm.
from other things where you just kind of do something else. Mark's next comment here is, he says, don't set yourself up by striving for work-life balance. It does not exist. What does that mean anyway? Equal time working and playing. That's unlikely. It's about harmony. So you interweave the work and the play together.
Mhm. Mhm.
Uh, yeah. So I totally understand that, Mark, because everybody's talking about life work balance. Okay, no.
You're right, Mike. That means the scales had to be even. Yeah, I get it.
And it doesn't life does not happen that way.
Mhm.
We want life to happen that way, but it doesn't. So the amusement, having something to amuse yourself,
Yes.
you're supposed to have fun in life. Like Mark says, what's the purpose of doing all this work? Like there's people, Terry, you talked about retirement, and people have these retirement accounts, and I think I read somewhere the person said, what is the purpose of having all that money and you're not spending any of it in your life right now? Like, With,
Because you know what the Bible says? You don't know if a fool or a wise man is going to inherit. In other words, you don't know if they're going to run through that money in 5 seconds and you took all that time to accumulate it and you never enjoyed any of it. Come on, people.
right. Not enjoying any portion of it. You want, say, for instance, you wanted to go do this or you wanted to go do that, but you're not going to do this or that because it's going to cost you so much money out of your retirement. Really?
You know, and I don't know very right now. I don't know how many people really actually officially stop working, if that's what retirement means. That because you need to keep your mind occupied.
And there, technically, there is no such thing as retirement. There might be a shift in what you, like you said, a shift in what you were doing. You're no longer doing that. You're doing something else, but it's still fulfilling
Mhm.
it's fulfilling your purpose or fulfilling your life. And you just made a shift to doing something differently.
Different. Even if it's a shift to just taking care of your health full time, just focusing on getting healthier, that is still a daily objective. You know what I mean? You got to have something going on here. Um, some of the other things they suggest were try origami, which I thought was interesting. Play a play a board game. You know, when was the last time we played those board games we got in the closet for the family?
And
I
you
guess
because they probably call family drama, especially if it was Monopoly.
yes. Oh, put together a regular puzzle. You know, I know a lady who made a business out of doing puzzles because she made personalized puzzles. People sent her the photographs. She made the puzzles, cut them on her, not her Cricut, but she had a forge machine that cuts something a little thicker, and then she would mail them back the puzzles. So that's a good thing. And some people just want to just sit home and watch what they call rom-com, romance comedies, something to make you laugh. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? I get frustrated with those because they all seem to have the same theme: boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy gets girl back. Anyway, how about sing along with some Disney songs? Let it go.
That was in Good Housekeeping.
Yes.
Wow.
Sing along with some Disney songs like Zippity Doo Dah, and there's some things that'll bring back some childhood memories.
I mean,
Hi ho, hi ho, it's
I did
all
not realize Disney is this is the 100th year anniversary for Disney. 100
mm,
years.
wow.
I did not know that company was around that long.
All that started with a small mouse.
And he was broke.
Yep.
Mark's next comment, he says the mindset around retirement is going to change fiscally speaking. There are too many baby boomers and beyond that will be of retirement age but unable to retire financially. Paradigm shift is coming.
Um, yeah, and I think there's a difference too in our mentality. We are not our parents. My parents, when they retired, they actually went home and sat down. Although my father had a stroke on the job. He was he was he worked till he left here. And so I'm just saying that I think we are different. We don't want to just become sedentary.
Mm-mm.
We were blessed to have our health at this stage because we were not part of an industrialized era. We have been able to benefit from the digital era as well. So we have a good mix of
Right,
skills and opportunities that were never available to us formerly or our parents. So
right.
I think it's going to be good. I'm not scared.
I'm not either. But I'm appreciative
Mhm.
of the many things like just putting fun in the recipe.
Yes.
And, and I think God himself said the same thing. Look, work 6 days, take a day, people. Take a day. Just
Mm-hmm.
take a day. Do no work. And some people take that, and make it law. Just take a day. He set up a thing telling us, look, you
You're gonna
need
need some rest.
space. Just chill. Y'all might not think you need it right now, but wait till 2030 comes. Take a
Mm-hmm.
take a chill pill.
Yes. This is you can plan your next getaway. Isn't that fun? You never really took a lot of time to get somewhere, sit down. Oh, what do I want to do? What do I want? Just spend some time just to get somewhere and sit down. Build a fort with the kids. The kids already know how to build a fort, right?
And in the backyard, you take a sheet with a stick and some.
Mhm. Some couch cushions or a few chairs and blankets make an awesome wonderland.
Mhm.
Embrace your inner childhood and let your show you how to go about building a fort. And here's another one that I think is interesting. Try new outfits. Even if you haven't gotten new clothes in a while, creating different outfits can make your wardrobe feel fresh. Mix it up so you'll be ready to, really uh, have a wow factor on your next social outing.
Mhm. Mark said, "I'm planning on visiting my guest room later this week."
Hey, I hope it's sweet in there.
And because and it's like in my office, there are times when I come into my office and I am watching, using the TV in the office and stuff and chilling out in here.
Mhm.
And then there are times when I just go out under the orange umbrella and just go out in the backyard and just move from spot to spot in my house
Exactly.
and enjoying my
The
space.
different spaces.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Write a letter. When was the last time we physically
Took a
wrote a
piece of
letter? I love ink pens, fountain pens, if you will, not just ballpoints, but fountain pens. And when I saw this, write a letter, oh my gosh. It's not like I got to go out to get stamps. I actually have stamps, envelopes, but to sit down and write a personal letter to someone, what a nice gesture because, we don't get letters that often anymore.
Well, we get letters. It ain't the kind we
Yeah,
we
we get plenty of email
no,
and
what I mean is
text.
even the letters that they give you is somebody selling you something or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But a handwritten letter coming
Handwritten
in
letter.
with sentiments of, "Hi, I was thinking about you today," or what, and I
Yeah.
remember when the letters, okay, they had to come by Pony Express. I only went back a few years. They had to come by Pony Express to
Mm-hmm.
get from
Mm-hmm.
one part of the country to the other part of the country. And that means it took a while.
You have been on that Oregon Trail, haven't you? I'm just teasing. Yeah,
Took a
it
minute to
took a
get
minute.
the letter. And the person, hopefully the person who wrote it hadn't passed on by the time it got to,
Mhm. And the
wherever it
letter
had.
was a cherished item.
Right. And they kept them in a box and tied up or whatever
Mhm.
because, wow, just thinking of that. And when they wanted to remind themselves of a lost love or something, they would go and read the letter. And yeah. And Mark said, to add drama and intrigue, write with letters cut out from magazines and newspapers. You don't have to kidnap someone to have fun.
Oh my goodness. How about this, Mark? Call a friend.
Oh,
Or
that was
watch a sports game. And if nothing's on, then if that's your favorite sport, maybe you want to watch some of the classic matches or you know what I mean, contests. Uh Watch a performance instead of turning on another reality show. It says
oh God.
watch an online opera, ballet, or symphony.
Phantom of the Opera is my jam. I'm thinking I like the one with Gerard Butler better,
Mhm.
but it was very good. I was like, this is good. I might have to go to YouTube or somewhere and dig that one up.
or watch a solo movie. And I plan on watching this there's a new movie out by the book club next generation or something. Anyway, I want to see that movie. I saw book club. That was funny. And I think it's another comedy and it should be amusing. So and it's not in theater. For some reason it seems like it's streaming instead of being in the theater. And so
It
because I
might,
want to see it, I'll pay them to stream it.
yeah, and it might be on Prime or
Mhm.
something. You know what I mean? Because a lot of stuff that, like,
It's
I'll
on
just
Apple TV and it's on Prime,
okay,
but
so
they're charging for it
okay,
because it
because
hasn't been in the theater yet.
okay, maybe they heard us on Friday and said we don't feel like going to the theater. Please put it, and we will pay for it over here.
Exactly.
Because I don't want to
Exactly.
go to the theater. I can get my own popcorn, set my little
Hmm.
room, go to movies when I want to. Don't have to worry about sticky floors.
There you go. Or what do you call it? Astronomical prices for popcorn. I can, I can actually pop my own popcorn in my what do you call? I have a popper, an air popper. So now I don't have all that oil. Anyway, learn a new language.
I have been learning French since I was in junior high school. And I can say, is Philip at the pool?
Oh, okay.
Or where is Philip? He's at the pool. I
Okay.
can do that. Okay. And I can
All
say
I can
hello.
do is long de cure. Out of sight, out of mind. Okay, I remember that.
So I probably need to go pick up, and then because there's plenty of
Apps.
apps that will do that for you,
Hmm.
that will teach you the language. I have Rosetta Stone and I have Duolingo. I got two of them. I just need to actually put in some time.
Well, here's one of Coach Karen's favorites. Um, have a dance party. Turn on some tunes and get those socks hopping. Throw it back with oldies from the glory days and find some hot new bops to shake your booty.
Did they say that on Good Housekeeping?
From Good Housekeeping. Yes. Yes. I said, what? Okay. They've also got some DIY projects like tie dye an outfit. Tie dye. Anyway, tie dye is back. Paint a picture, get some little stuff from uh below five, like watercolors or something, and some little mats from Michael's and go for it.
So, Mark says, I like to pour Coke with a little butter on the floor. Play a recording of people having a loud conversation and eating with their mouth open before I stream movies for the full in theater experience.
Okay. Just in case, make
I
you feel like
want
you're
to
really there.
do it.
They say you can write poetry. Hmm, that's different, huh? Because I wouldn't have thought about that. But I do like to do calligraphy. So I said, oh, okay. Make jewelry. These are sort of like hobbies. Start scrapbooking. Try out a new hairstyle. They don't recommend that you do the scissor part, but you might want to try. Put Be creative with maybe a French braids or creative ponytails or something, buns, the basic stuff. Okay, guys, don't take this as here. Start a new book.
Mm. Or
Download an
finish,
audio book, and go for it.
right. And so these are all things that are right within
Use
our reach.
yes.
And when you think about it, it's like, oh, when do we take a break, or do we ever just go from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we're doing everybody else's schedule, and then we go home and fall out
Mm-hmm.
and do everybody else's schedule except our own, and then we're not having any fun with this.
Yes. Learn cake decorating.
Up until now, we had no fun.
Mm-hmm. So there's some things that you can do at home. Whip up a new recipe, take up cake decorating. There's just some fun stuff. And it doesn't have to all lead to um, a business. Just enjoy yourself. Eat breakfast for dinner. Make that gingerbread house that you had the kit up there since Christmas. Girl, go and make that thing.
You know what I would throw in here too?
Mm,
Scrolling on social media. That's an amusement because
it is.
I don't scroll through Facebook very much or
I
Instagram
don't
or
either.
anything. And not doing it for the purposes of business. Now I'll post some stuff, but sometimes you just want to scroll and look at the shenanigans that are going on. Like, what is happening with you people? And then, but you got to get out,
Hmm.
make a escape to get out.
Wow.
Mark says it's about awakening an often sleeping soul, shaking up the routine. It's about awakening and often sleeping soul, shaking up the routine with some stimulation. Go to a different place for lunch, order something different, speak with a stranger, get
Hmm.
lost on the way home. Shake up
The
thank you.
routine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I think we should close with that because let's just shake it up, guys. Let's look for something that will make us smile and let it roll.
Right. So we want to encourage you to go amuse yourself, have some fun, put fun on the radar, put fun on the schedule.
Hmm.
Um, go talk to new people. What did Mark say? Go talk to somebody else. Go to a different place for lunch,
Take a
order something
different
different.
route.
Do something for yourself today. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with us today on BizChicks. If you want to become part of this community, you can always do so. There's no cost to do so. It is texting biz to 33777 or going to bizchicks.net. Join the community. I'm liking that good housekeeping thing, Terry. I might have to put together a newsletter kind of thing like that with tips and tools and things that we find that are helpful to help people take the hassle out of their hustle
That's out of your hustle, girl.
and build a profitable business. You can't build a profitable business if you're not having any fun.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. And if you need help, these are some of the things that we can help you with. Okay, workshops, office hours, masterminds, and we will actually do your live stream production so you can just sit there and look gorgeous.
Yes, because you need somebody to push the buttons for you because sometimes trying to do the production and push your own button
Mhm.
gets a little wonky.
Distracting. It can get distracting. So,
So, with that, we want to say thank you, Mark. Thank you to bringing a little levity and joy to our conversation today. We really appreciate you. Go follow Mark Ward at Ask Mark Ward. He's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can find him in a lot of different places, and he does have a blog as well. So
mhm.
go check him out. And anyone else, we want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. TJ will be in here talking digital marketing and social media. We're going to have some fun with that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got a great week planned for you. We will see you really soon.
Bye bye, everyone.